Hello guys, and today I have the pleasure to be holding and also using a little bit this. This is the Fujifilm X-T20. I don't have a Fujifilm, but I've heard they're pretty good. Let's go through the camera together. So here the camera is. It has a Fujifilm lens on. I'm not sure if it's a Fuji. It does say Fujifilm on the bottom. That's the sensor. I think it's an APS-C sized sensor. That's good. It does have a lens hood on. It has a lot of buttons and switches. So let's turn it on. You turn it on by turning this to the on position, and then it's on. The camera does have a flip screen, which seems good. Now, I wasn't expecting to be making any videos about this camera, so if you're waiting to hear about specs, I might have it on screen, but currently I don't really have a lot of specs to talk about, but it does feel like a great camera. So let's try and take a picture with it of my school computer. It's currently in auto mode. The ISO, this switch is also there. There's also this switch, which is the mode dial. At least it seems like the mode dial. It seems very good. One of these can be gotten for like not a lot use. Let's try and record a video. So now it's recording. It looks good. Other than that, the camera does have a viewfinder, which if you look in it, it doesn't turn on except when you press this button. Now when you take your eye up to it, it'll turn into viewfinder mode. At least it should. I think you gotta stop recording first. So now I've stopped recording. Now if we take the camera close to, it'll turn into viewfinder mode. So yes, it does have a viewfinder, but it only turns on once you take your eye up to it. When you take your eye away, it turns the screen on. But when you press the button again, it turns into only viewfinder mode. So now you can only see the things through the viewfinder. If you press it again, it turns into only screen mode. This dial right here, it's for the viewfinder focus. You can set it up so that it is in focus. There should also be something so that you can do it so that if you have glasses, you don't need to have your glasses on by simply doing some stuff to make it in focus. Let's turn this out of auto mode. This is the aperture, I'm pretty sure. Yes, this ring here is the aperture. Right now it's at f16, and as we take it down to f2, it becomes lighter, and then when we take it up to f16, it becomes darker. Now I'm not sure what this ring does. I think it's the focus ring, maybe. But let's turn it back into auto. Let's try and take another picture. I think there's also a blitz on it, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, there's a pop-up blitz, which you can get by this little switch right here. There should be a few ports right here. I guess those are not accessible when this thing is on. The lens hood, I think it can be taken on by simply rotating it like that. And then there's also a pretty old ND filter. At least he told me it's old. Here's the ND filter. Now it also has some things right here. The button right there, that's if you want to take the lens off. The button right there is if you want to access the menus. There's the delete button, and there is two buttons right here. I think those are buttons you can choose what to do. There's also a button right here, which I think you can also choose what to do with. The photo button, the turn on and off button. Again, that's the ISO. It does have a chew. I'm not sure if it can get a microphone in, but I'm not sure if it has that. It might, but currently I can't access the ports on the side right here, and I don't want to do too much because this is not my camera. If you want to get a cheap Fujifilm, it's probably a good camera. I think you can film 4K if I'm not mistaken. There's also this button that says Q, which I don't know what that does. Let's go into the menu. I'll not touch anything. I'll just... Currently the picture size is that, which that picture size is not the picture size of what's currently used. That's that. So I think I'll try and take a picture with that. Let's take a picture like that. You can see this is for free. This is 16:9. I'm so fascinated by this camera. I would say medium sized. It fits good in my hand, I would say. I took a quick picture of you. I'll try and take a picture of myself. I'll try and take one where I don't look as serious. So now I know what this does. This is to choose between the focus modes. Let's take a picture of this camera. This is mine. So that's all for this video. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.